I'm gonna put my microphone right here. Hopefully you guys can hear me right. Okay, so that's gonna be the setup for today's video. I've been wanting to film this video for like the longest time, but I've never like known what to do or say. So originally I was gonna film like a makeup get ready with me, and then I was gonna tell you guys a story time, but I was like, you know what? I need to like clean out my closet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clean out everything while I give you guys a story time of how I became a Coach social media influencer. So yeah, right here I'm just like have all of my clothes that I need to organize. So you know, you guys can clean with me if you guys are doing spring cleaning or something while I give you guys a little story time. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start from the beginning. So I started working at Coach around, I believe it was like October of 2023. Most people actually don't know, but I do work at a Coach location. When I first got hired on, I started off as a cashier. So basically the first day I went, and then from there I did my orientation and everything. The second day, they were actually giving us a walkthrough of the entire store. And then while they were giving us a walkthrough, I saw like on the wall, there was a picture of this girl. And this girl is actually, she's my manager, and she was a Coach social media influencer at that time. She still is. So I'm gonna go ahead and put her like ad right here just so you guys can follow her. But her name is Roselle. So once I saw that she was a Coach social media influencer, I was like, I want to do this. Like, I want to be exactly like what she is. So that was my goal from day one. Because you know how like when you join a job and they ask you like, oh, like what are your goals like within the company? That was my goal. I wanted to become a social media influencer for Coach, girl. I don't know how like long this video is going to be. I feel like it's going to be so short just because I like to get like straight to the point. And then from there, I obviously had that goal in mind that I wanted to become an influencer. So I would ask my managers all the time, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, who am I supposed to talk to in order for me to become, you know, a Coach social media influencer? So during that time there, in order to become a Coach social media influencer, you had to be in the program. But during that time, the program was going through like a revamping phase. So they were not accepting new influencers. So from there, I would ask them like, okay, what do I have to do in order for me to like, you know, still be considered? And basically I was so freaking annoying, girl. I swear I was up in my manager's office every day asking the exact same question. Like, is there any updates? Like, is there applications that they're opening? Like anything. When I tell you, I was so freaking annoying, bro. Like, I'm telling you, I was up in that office all the time. Like, my managers can attest to it. So then long story short, like months passed and obviously nothing was happening. There was no applications that were opening up. So I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and start at least filming something. That way, like when the application does open up, then that way I have something to prove that I can do this. So then from there, I basically asked my managers, like, what can I do for now to just kind of put me in the right like path for me to become an influencer? And they basically said like, you're allowed to like record the products and like all that, and you can post if you like to, but like however you can do it during business hours, because obviously I'm not like a social media influencer, so I was not paid to do that yet. So therefore I can only do it like after I was off of work, before work, or during my lunch breaks, because that was my own time. So that's exactly what I did. I would just basically just record everything, all the new collections that were coming out on my own time, either like when I was on lunch or after work. Like I would just record anything and everything. The one video that really popped off for me when I was doing that, it was in February when it was the Valentine's Day collection. I recorded that video and it wasn't even with me in it. It was just like the products. And I basically recorded everything and I did a voiceover both in Spanish and English. I was not thinking much of it. I was just like, oh, I'm going to record it because I think it's really cute. And, you know, just for me to like have something to post. Anyways, like I posted it, like just not thinking much of it. And then every hour it was increasing in views. Like it was like at 10K and then it was 20K and then it was 30K. Tell me why it gets to like over 100K views. And that was like my first like viral video that I had on TikTok. And it was crazy because like I remember going into work that day and I was showing like everybody, I was showing my managers and all that, like, look, like it got to 100K, like, you know, this and that. So after that, they told me that I can record more of the items. However, I couldn't use certain hashtags that were like related to being a Coach influencer because again, I was not a Coach influencer yet. And then months passed and obviously I'm just doing the exact same thing. I'm like just recording all the products and doing voiceovers and all that. But the thing is I was getting really discouraged because at this point there were just like no motion of any applications being open up. And I was even telling some of like my managers and my coworkers like, dude, I don't even know like if they're even gonna allow me to become an influencer because nothing is happening. They're not opening anything up. Like, I don't know what to do. Sorry, let me just get the rest of my clothes. That's like over here. Oh my gosh, I have like so much freaking clothes that I need to get rid of. It's crazy. So then finally, it's like around June, I forget if it's like June or July, but I had to just come back from Mexico. Like I had a trip with my family and stuff, and then I come back, and then one of my managers at the time, Eddie, he was like, oh my gosh, Jimena, did they tell you about like the update on the program? And I was like, oh, no. So then he goes and he gets a little paper for me, and he's like, look, like they're opening up the applications. This is what you need to do in order to like, you know, be in the program and all that. From there, basically within the application, it says that I have to create a video showcasing what it means to be, because the coach has its own motto of like the courage to be real. So we had to make a video showcasing that. And then we also had to make a styling video with one of the bags and like a social media kit. And there was also like requirements when it came to like followers and stuff. And at the time, I only had 400 followers on TikTok. So, you know, like, girl, that's a little low, you know, for me to be applying with other people who are like within the thousands, even like the 10K like mark, I thought I had no chance. I was like, oh my God. We had a total of, I forgot if it was like 4,000 or like followers between TikTok and Instagram in order for us to like apply within the program. And I remember they had told me that, and I was like, no, because if I like remember that correctly, like on the application it said these followers are not required for you to apply. You can still apply regardless if you have like a small amount of following. So I was like, that's not gonna stop me, girl. I'm still gonna do it. So then from there, I just basically started like brainstorming about what I could do. Should I show you guys the video that I made? Oh my gosh, wait, I'm like so embarrassed. Okay, but I'm actually gonna put the video like on the screen of the video that I've made. For copyright reasons, I'm gonna show some clips of the video that I made. Basically, the video just showcased how I choose the bag that doesn't stand out as much. But then as I'm getting ready, the Coach bag is just calling my name, you know? Then after that, it's just me going out in the town, feeling confident with my Coach bag. And it ends with the voiceover of me saying, find your courage to stand out and take risks. The first portion of the video I actually recorded in my room, and the second portion my boyfriend helped me out. We went to downtown Riverside, and that's where like we recorded everything. And then yeah, shout out to my boyfriend because he like helped me out with everything, getting all the angles, you know. We recorded that, we took some pictures, I made my media kit, and I did my styling video in here. And I submitted everything by, I think it was like in July, by like the end of July or so. I forgot if it was like mid-July or like by the end of July, but I had submitted like my my application, right? Yeah, then days passed, and then from there, I was just waiting to see like if there was any update of like who got chosen or what. And the day comes when they're gonna choose like the influencers, and I didn't receive anything, no email, no nothing. And I started like, the day of, I started freaking crying. Like I was on my way to the gym, and I was already doubting myself. I was like, oh my God, I didn't freaking get it. I didn't get it. It's because I don't have enough followers. It's because of this, because of that. Like I was just like getting really like sad and like discouraged because I didn't hear anything from anybody. I remember I had texted my boyfriend like, babe, they didn't choose me. Like I already knew it. I knew that because I didn't have enough followers, like everything, you know? Literally, like I was so freaking dramatic. And then as I was getting to the gym, like I get an email saying like, oh, congratulations, like you have been selected as a social media influencer for the program and all that. And I kid you not, like I started crying. Like, bro, now I'm getting emotional. I started crying just because it was the first time that I had ever like actually wanted something so badly, and I like put in so much work even before like I could even get the opportunity to even become an influencer. Yeah, like it was just crazy because like I said, it was like the first time ever that I had like worked towards something that was like really important to me, and I got it. Yeah, so then from there on, I basically just started posting more like content and all that. And obviously now like my TikTok I think is at like 5,000K or so. And then I've had like a couple like viral videos of like me showcasing the bags and everything. So then yeah, like that's how I became a Coach social media influencer. And then from there, like obviously I'm still in the program to this day. I still like showcase all the bags. I basically like make videos, styling videos and like all that. And the crazy part about it is that ever since I got into the program, I've been featured like on the Coach website. I've been featured in the Coach like Instagram page. Like there's a whole video like on there, like, and it's just crazy to me because like, you know, when I was younger, like that's all I wanted like, you know, social media to become like part of my job, and now it is part of my job. And it's just crazy to think because I just never thought it could happen to me. And just seeing like, you know, me being featured and like all that, and then showing my parents and all that, it just makes me like so happy. Like I literally want to cry. Like, y'all see this? I want to cry. Like, I hope the one thing that you can take away from this video is that, like, if you literally want something so bad, like, you just really have to put in the work and, like, tell people, like, no matter how annoying you think you are, like, you gotta tell them, like, oh, like, this is what I want to do. Like, tell me what I'm supposed to do, how I can do it, and, like, all that. And just show them that you really want it and just, like, put in the work and everything, and trust me, like, it's gonna happen for you, whether it takes like months. Like, for me, I started working there in October of 2023. I didn't become an influencer until next year, until August of 2024. So it took me a couple like months in order for me to even like accomplish the goal that I was originally in the company for. But yeah, and then that's how I became a Coach social media influencer. If you guys do want to support me, I'm gonna go ahead and put all of my social media links here just so you guys can support if you guys want to. I want to do more YouTube videos, obviously, and I also want to make like more vlogs and like, I don't know, just different content that I can do here on YouTube. So if you guys do want to like see what I'm up to as a Coach social media influencer or anything else in my life, then you can always like subscribe if you want to. And I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next video.